What's up guys, this is Massey. Welcome to another video. In this video I want to talk about function 1 over x minus 1, and I have 5 questions for this function. First one, state the restriction on the domain, graph it, describe the end behaviors, describe the behaviors of the function near the vertical asymptote, and state the range. Let's start with the domain and the restriction. The denominator of any rational function cannot be 0. So x minus 1 cannot be 0, which means that x cannot be 1. So that's the restriction. So domain is xer, x cannot be equal to 1. And once you graph it, since we have this domain, it means that at x equals to 1 we have a vertical asymptote, and since the function, the coefficient of this function is positive, it is going to be something like this. Now describe the end behavior as x approaches positive infinity, y approaches 0, and when x approaches negative infinity, y approaches 0 as well, because as you see here on the x-axis, or y equals to 0, we have the horizontal asymptote. So when x goes to positive infinity or negative infinity, y approaches 0. On this side we have x equals to 1, we have a vertical asymptote here. When we have x approaches 1 from positive side, from plus side, it means that something a little bit greater than 1. Both sides actually they are positive because it's around positive 1. So this one is slightly greater than 1 and the other side is slightly less than 1. So when x approaches 1 from the right hand side, y approaches positive infinity. And once x approaches 1 from the left hand side, it doesn't mean negative values. It means that something a little bit smaller than positive 1. Then y approaches negative infinity. So that's the end behavior around the vertical asymptote. Now how to state the range? We're going to say yer, y cannot be 0 because we have the horizontal asymptote in here. So range is yer, and y cannot be equal to 0. So that's the range. So we had domain and range, we had end behavior, horizontal asymptote and vertical asymptote, and here is decreasing from negative infinity to 1, and is again decreasing from 1 to positive infinity. So as you see here, the slope is negative, the slope is negative everywhere, and we have discontinuity at this point x equals to 1. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment if you have any question. Thank you for watching and have a great day.